And counsel, are there any applications?
No.
Court is calling 2026 CR 004851. State versus Pablo Hall. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Lauren Espinoza for the state.
Brenda Levenstein for Mr. Hall.
All right, and Ms. Levenstein, you did not sign the discovery acknowledgement. Have you received all the discovery in this case?
I have.
And did you review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Hall, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you need to sign that. Deputy, could you have him sign that, please?
I can come by and sign that later this morning.
Oh, you
Thank
left
you.
it.
Thank you.
Okay. Can reach.
Thank you. Mr. Hall, did you review court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
You're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1 less than 1 gram. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Hall, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
If you're not a U.S. citizen, by entering this plea, you will be deported, denied naturalization, and re-entry. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 6 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. There's an $800 fine and no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
By signing that, you're waiving your right to appeal. The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, any such motions?
No.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State offers State's Exhibit 1 and all attachments.
No objection.
Did you state, you may be excused? Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments. After reviewing the same, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, please.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Just that it was a very small amount of controlled substance.
This is one of those moments where everything looks routine. But don't blink. The defendant just waived his right to a full trial, meaning the judge is about to decide his fate based only on paperwork. No witnesses, no drama, just cold, hard facts. But here's the real question. Is this about to go easy or go very wrong?
And I believe this is a fitting punishment for that offense.
All right, the court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 6 months in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. There's an $800 fine. Court, that time and money to run concurrently. Court will give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it
Yes.
and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because it's plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's motion to appeal. Because this is felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell me, are all the jurors here? Okay. Let me see.
6 months. That's it. For a felony conviction, that's actually a relatively light outcome. But here's what most people miss. The real punishment isn't just jail time. It's the lifelong consequences. No weapons, limited rights, permanent record. So let me ask you, do you think this was fair or way too lenient?
Has all right. Yes. Mhm.
I'm Nicholas Muir. I've been here a couple of times.
Yes.
Just
She's gonna ask the, I talked to she said she can have somebody could have sign for her. Okay.
I didn't know she needed to have a certain, he's here.
All right, Tony Hernandez. Where's, hi. If you can go over the trial court certification with Mr. Peterson, please. My understanding is that you're doing that for Bridget Garza.
No problem.
All right, thank you. Oh, the trial court is over, it's over there.
Yeah, I believe there's stuff kind of wrong with space. And, yeah, we're in the middle. We just finished up our case yesterday, so yeah, we'll see if we proceed.
Yeah, it's another thing. Yes, sir. Been a while.
Right.
Ms. Garza, what is happening with Mr. Peterson?
Good morning, Judge. We have an agreement to continue his probation, a 45-day jail sanction. IOP, regular UAs, continue the scram and the UA hotline.
All right, so what I can tell you from reading his violations, he needs to be in inpatient treatment.
Judge, that was the original recommendation. The problem is that Mr. Peterson has severe medical issues, heart failure, and major kidney issues.
All right, so
That's
here's
the-
the thing. I mean, I understand what you're saying and I appreciate that, but, and mind you, I will keep an open mind, but it appears that you all will be pleading true to something. And what will you all be pleading true to? State?
To the number one, well, I don't know, actually, the state has not told me what they wanted him to plead.
But looking at probation's copy of the MTR, she has
True to.
the violation of condition 2 and nothing else.
All
I
right,
believe
so
that's intended
here's the thing.
violation.
There needs to be an inpatient treatment facility for him because he's on probation for DWI and they're asking that he plead true to violation of condition number 2, which is drinking alcohol.
Now this is where things get serious. A repeat DWI offender, medical issues, and a judge who's clearly losing patience. This isn't just about breaking rules anymore, it's about public safety. And listen carefully, because what the judge says next could decide whether this man gets help or gets locked up.
So if there's no inpatient treatment for him, then he needs to be revoked probably. Because I mean, he
Judge,
needs
I don't think
inpatient-
the probation department's recommendation is not for revocation. They want to continue to help Mr. Peterson. And although obviously it is completely up to the court, but the probation department is willing to work with him because they've been supervising him for a significant amount of time. And again, because of his medical issues that the probation department has proof of, that's why
there's something wrong with you're frozen sort of. But here's the
to
thing.
this agreement with this.
Norma, he's going to have to be reset because the thing is, he was ordered into felony drug court. Felony drug court is an intensive program. And the fact that he's here before me and he's not here because he's graduated from felony drug court. And I don't take any of the violations to be true, but according to the motion to revoke, he's here to me, and this has been signed by Judge Glenn because they no longer want him in felony drug court. So, I mean, he has been supervised for a while, but that supervision has been through felony drug court. And could I have the file on Mr. Peterson, or you only have this? Where's the indictment on this? Just 1 second.
Can you see me now, Judge?
Yes, I can.
Okay, okay. Just to make aware, Judge, I believe the first recommendation of the probation department was inpatient treatment at ISF. But if the court would like to reset it and so that I could be in person and confer again with Mr. Peterson and with the state of Texas, I would be more than happy to do that.
Yes, because I do believe, and I don't have the motion, I don't have his indictment before me,
Get it right now.
but just 1 second. You know, it would be nice if they did an Odyssey where you had a search engine, and when you go into somebody's case, you can just type what you want. But
That would make too much sense.
yeah, that's too, as my grandmother used to say, that's too much like right.
No.
All right. So, and the reason why I say he needs inpatient treatment, you know, he's here for a DWI third, but he had, I think, approximately like 4 DWIs even before this. And I could be wrong, but I think, let me see if I can find the stipulations, not the stipulations, the admonishments. I don't even think the state wanted him to have probation to begin with. But my reasoning was, obviously he has an alcohol problem and that needs to be treated, because otherwise he was going to go to prison, come out and still have the same issues. And I also took into consideration that he had medical issues. So we'll reset it, and we'll reset it. We can reset it the end of April or whatever day you will be available, Ms. Garza.
Okay, Judge. Thank you very much.
What date would you like?
Did you say the 27th or the 28th?
Yes, we can do one of those days.
Okay. I can do the 29th. Is the court of, or you want those 2 dates?
What date of the
That's a
week?
Wednesday.
Not on a
That's a Wednesday.
because usually
Okay,
we're
so I can be there on the 28th, Judge.